Good evening, universe, and welcome to my first ever reading vlog. I'm trying something a little bit new. I'm going to be reading a thriller for the first time. So I went online and looked at thrillers that have pretty good ratings, and I picked In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. So let me know if you've read this. I'm going to be vlogging my experience reading this. I haven't started yet, but the cover is cool. So that's an indication of whether I'll have a good time, right? Well, I will see you guys soon with an update. Okay, so time for a little update. I am now about 44 pages into In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. I'm enjoying it. I think it's a little bit difficult for me to really sink in and connect with books that are not fantasies, which might be odd now that I'm thinking about it. But the narrator is an overly introspective shut-in who does not drive, so that is very helpful, very relatable. I don't feel thrilled yet. There are definitely some spooky elements. I feel mildly engaged. My favorite character is Nina, who is an unapologetic, absolute jerk. I would hate to know her in real life. But she's fun. She definitely adds some spark to the cast. Are all thrillers like this where like everybody seems just weird right off the bat? Everybody's just like a little bit like, you're strange. Some elements have been introduced already that I know are definitely gonna come back around. There are a lot of seeds of like things that are gonna come into play later. So I'm excited to see where that'll go. I want to get more of this main character, and I really want to be introduced to the other characters. Yeah, I think I'm going to read another maybe 40 pages and then take a break, something like that. That's my plan. I'm hoping to finish this either today or tomorrow. I don't think it'll take me very long. It's pretty short. It's like 250 pages, so I don't think it should be too much time, but I guess we'll see. I'm going through it fairly quickly. Yeah. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hello again. So it is quite a bit later now. It is actually evening, and I have gotten to page about 114. So about, not quite the halfway mark, but almost there. Took a break to play some video games. It's starting to pick up. The mystery is exciting. Several mysteries upon mysteries. I think I'm enjoying it now. Still having some trouble connecting with it the way that I usually connect with fantasy. And there was a couple of chapters that I was just like not into it. Closer to like one chapter, the premise is that there's a like bachelorette party weekend thing. They do some partying, and I was not interested in that. They drinking and cocaine and stuff like that. Not really up my alley. But yeah, things are progressing. Now we're getting little hints and things about the central mysteries. It kind of works on two timelines, so I'm really enjoying that aspect. I'm definitely going to be finishing it tomorrow. The rest of the evening, I'm probably going to be reading some more fantasy type stuff, my usual fare this evening. The mystery is unfolding. We haven't gotten to the really intense stuff yet, but there has been some mysterious footprints. What's going on with that? A phone line that's not working? Foul play, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, so that's where it's going. I'm not going to go into heavy spoilers or anything like that in this. I'll just little allusions for people who have read it. All right. See you tomorrow then. All right, hello again. It is the next day now, and I just read about 70-ish pages, maybe somewhere 60, 70. So I have about 70 to 80 pages to go before the end of the book. I am liking it more now because things are ramping up and getting exciting and things are happening. I'm hoping that by the end, I will have felt like all of this lead up was really worth it. I still don't know if thriller is the genre for me, but obviously I'm going to try a couple more before I say, oh, this is not my genre. Obviously, it could just be the book. So I was wrong before. It's actually 300 pages-ish. And so now I'm like 70 or 80 pages from the end. I have a new theory. I had made it theory previously, but I think my previous theory was the red herring, because there's like always like a twist, right? Where the person that you think did it didn't actually do it, and then dun dun dun, the truth is revealed. So I'm thinking that I know who did the bad, but part of the mystery is figuring out exactly what the badness was. I'm trying to be vague. So I'm interested to see how that's going to play out, but I think I know who it was. I'm excited to see if it's correct. This is where the excitement is. See, I didn't like the first half nearly as much as I'm enjoying the second half. I hope that it was all built in there for good reason, but I feel like it maybe could have been condensed. I don't know. We'll get to the end and we'll see. Okay, so I just finished the book. I finished it like 2 minutes ago. Still processing. I think I enjoyed it. Hard to say. Again, I have a really hard time connecting with non-fantasy type stuff. But I think overall it was enjoyable. I did figure out what was going on ahead of time, just not with all like the details. So that was pretty cool. There were some character moments that I feel were not fully realized, I guess. So, okay, I liked the main villain antagonist. I think their motives made sense. It all came together neatly, so I did like that. I did feel that it dragged on a little bit. I thought it was kind of slow. There were definitely lots of parts where I was like, ugh, this is taking forever to get through. I'm not having fun with this. It was very atmospheric, so I'll give it that. Lots of misdirections, which I think is pretty classical of the genre and cool. I won't be reading any other books by Ruth Ware. I did pick up, what's it called? Home Before Dark by Riley Sager? I grabbed that from the library, so I'm planning to read that eventually. I also have ready for me at the library is One of Us is Lying, which I'm interested in that. So definitely going to be checking out a couple more in this genre, but I'm not sure yet 100% how I felt about this. Like, it was satisfying, but for me, I feel that it just went on a little bit too long. Yeah, I just felt that the book lingered on a lot of things that I didn't really think were very important for somewhat long periods of time. Like, relatively. So yeah, overall, I think I enjoyed it enough. I'm going to be checking out other thrillers. Definitely not going to be, not from this showing anyway, I'm definitely not going to be jumping headfirst into thrillers or anything like that. Still definitely prefer most of my fantasy books, but I did finish it. So there is that. I was compelled enough by the mystery to get all the way to the end, and that is not always the case. So it did have that going for it. I liked the atmosphere. I liked the central mystery. Several mysteries, actually. I did guess a couple of them, but that didn't bother me. It made me feel successful, like I was picking up clues properly. Yeah, let me know what you thought if you have read In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware, especially if you are a person who typically reads thrillers. Let me know if this is pretty standard for the genre or if it is strange. And yeah, so that was my journey with my first thriller novel. Have a great night, universe. Okay, actually I'm back because I just wanted to reflect on the fact I think I read it too quickly. I was really trying to go through it because I felt like that would help me like stay engaged and really connect with the mysteries and stuff like that, but I don't really tend to enjoy binging series a ton. Not just series, books, a ton. It's really easy for me to get a little too attached, but at the same time not attached enough. I'm definitely going to read any other thrillers that I read a little bit more slowly, take my time with them. I was really trying to like rush through this, and I don't know if it's because I felt like it would help me connect with it, or I just kind of wanted to get through it. There was kind of this sense that the payoff would be at the end rather than, I wasn't enjoying the moment to moment of it. And I felt like once I got to the end, I would feel more like I would enjoy it more. So there was that kind of pressure, but I think rushing through it did not help my overall feelings now. So next time I'm going to try and take my next thriller a little bit more slowly. Okay, that was the end of my thoughts. Now have a good night, universe.